let's talk about this lamp. I've got to find a base for it because you've got to do that so you can run the power cord out of it. What is this? Say. Is there anything better than that? That's not bad. I don't mind character. Alright, well that's not as good as I wanted, but what is this? This is... I got a spot in my floor I want to fix too. Well, that's already got a trapezoid on it, doesn't it? Yeah, I think that piece is a little bit more clear. Not that it matters to me a whole lot. So, gotta drill a hole, make a slot, make the trapezoid. So that means we're going to be hooking up the old thing here. The old chop saw. We haven't used that in a while. Oh, we're going to use it now though. It's only going to take a second. Then I'm probably going to use this table saw to cut my slot for the wire. Let me go get some wire too, and we'll get things going. Oh, I got a hater out there. Hello, hater. Go ahead and hit dislike. It doesn't bother me in the least. I'm not going to bother even looking you up. So I've been at this too long. There's some wire there. Look at that. I probably should have used that. Let's see if we can find something a little heavier. I'm not going to be pulling any amps. Ooh, that's a little. That's a headlight. You can. It's blue and white, so that's our British car high beam headlight stuff. I know I'm showing off a little bit. Is that all that is? Okay, well I'll find something. So we're ready to do this. What is it? 552. Is this on? Yeah. Yep, that's on. And I bet this will take me 15 minutes. Not hard. Let me make sure I got all my stuff there. All right, get your noise and your eye stuff on, right? Right. Okay, noise alert. Step one. There you go. Put this back in your pile over there because that's where you're used to seeing it. I got to drill a hole in that, so let's do that right now. So look at your wood and make sure you don't have any problems. Nothing too bad. I could run that over the router and do something with it, but I probably won't. I'll just hit it with some sandpaper. That has a pretty bad divot in it, so let's forget that. So get your blade right here. Never, 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 ever freehand on a table saw. Okay, just don't do it. So there's a slot for the wires, and we're ready to go do some assembly. Want to? There's everything we need. A base. I decided to use that wire because the wire in this stuff's not that much better. Here's a switch, and here's a plug. So we're ready to almost do something. We have our bottle, we have our lamp, we have our lamp socket, we have a wire coming up through here already, we've got an on-off switch, we've got a plug. So all you got to do now is just put it all together. I'll let you get everything else out of the way. I know I got too many projects going at one time. So anyway, let's you'll see it's just so easy once you get going. I got to get the hot glue gun going too, so well, that's right over here. So be sure to stagger your wires and go over to your soldering station and solder these up and tape them up good and all that stuff. And so just we're going to be testing this thing here very shortly just to make sure. And then we'll make sure. Oh, I'll say something about this in a minute. Don't think I said it. All right. Well, let's got the wires going through here, so things are looking up. Glue gun's heating up. I got it on tile. Of course, this is tile too, but I don't want to stain anything. So this is where we are. You got to remember this bottle only has a C on one side there, so you got to get ready. So here's your. It's basically a Christmas light, but it's okay. It's not Christmas, but I'll get away with it. And that sits in there real good, and it don't have to be straight, okay? and I know other things are going on. So, and this is going to be the lampshade that I found today. And see, the lampshade just fits right there. So, and I'll get it stable and everything. But for right now, that'll probably be the last thing I do. So, I'm ready to pull. Let me pull the wires through and get them in the slot and get this even. And I'm going to hot glue this down to this. But this is going to be a lot of hot glue here. I don't see any reason to do anything different. I've made the wine bottles with lamps in them for years, and I've never had any trouble with hot glue unless it gets somehow tortured. There's some wire strippers from World War II. Used those for a long time. They're going to stay at the house from now on. They're not going to stay down in the barn. And there's going to be my little bulb I'm going to use.
Or made sense of.
Okay, so I listen to stuff like that too. So what you do here is you get your wires together. This is hot glued and very solid, and then you hot glue your base to your wood. It's probably still warm, and mark it, and then use your hot glue, and then be liberal with it. And we're shaping up here. Let's see if I can get some more light on this. Looks like I can. I think I have a way of getting even. Yeah, that too. Okay. So there's your C for whatever kind of oil it was, and then that's what you end up with there. So what I'm going to do now that that's cured a little bit is you run these wires, drop the coin right into the slot, and then you can solder. You can been soldering a whole lot. Then you put a little hot glue right here, and you can put little dabs of hot glue here and here as long as they're equal, and it makes a nice little pad. I'll show you in a second. Let's get back to Jordan B. Peterson and the talking snake thing. This is, I know, I get bored real easy, but this guy's great. So I've made my base and put a little bit of the glue there. I put a bunch of glue in there to keep it from, you can't pull that out of there with ease now. And so she's cool enough, and I got my switch and my plug in place. And then there you go. And seems to be level and solid. There you go. That's what we're looking for, level and solid. So let's finish this thing out. Let's put the seam toward the back. Okay. Now you got to get this level right off. So maybe I just ought to use a level, huh? Well, maybe not. I think I'm going to have to meatball it. Okay. Oop, let's not destroy our coffee pot here. So, maybe put a drop on there. Seam at the back. You can still see everything. I think that's pretty good. Okay, well, let me put a little glue. Ooh, don't want it to get on my stuff here. You got to keep an eye on these glue guns, these hot glue guns. Boy, they can mess you up. Okay, I'm just going to try. What am I going to do? Okay. Just get some on there, and it doesn't cure out very quickly, or cool off very quickly. And so it's going to be kind of a cute little lamp, I think. It's not a great big giant Inverhouse Scotch lamp, but I don't like Inverhouse Scotch. Okay, well, it looks like I'm done, so let's see what it looks like. I hope it works and doesn't blow up or anything. So I've got this bulb here, and you can see it's been blacked out on the top. I did that for a reason. I just, how did I do that? Well, with a great big Sharpie. Just seemed like that was a little bit too protruding, but let's plug it in. Maybe it'll just come right on. I don't know. Okay, nope. Okay, ready? Well, I just think that's just darling. And let's put it up here. And then we'll give it a perusal up there. And that's it. It's just not hard to make a lamp. If you know how to powder coat and have table saws and all that other stuff. I know a lot of you don't have that, but I like that little bottle so much I wanted to do something with it. And I think that's kind of groovy. I'm okay with that. Only thing I don't have is somewhere to put it. But I'll figure out a spot somewhere. And, well, coffee makers anyway. There it is. All right, well, let's get back to other things. So, I don't know, just kind of wanted to get this off my mind today. I got all this sink stuff I'm doing and everything. So, we'll see how it goes. Got some dinner warming up. So, thanks for watching. Be sure and give me a thumbs up and like and subscribe. I guess the reason I do stuff like this and post it is I want everybody to just, if you think of something, find a way to make it happen. Find a way to express yourself. Don't be afraid. You know, don't hurt yourself, of course. But this is just a little something. I probably have $20 in this, $15. Because the lampshade was the most expensive thing. I think it was $12.95. And that's just leftover wood, leftover olive oil. There's the olive oil that came out. That's all I had left. So get an idea, you get an inspiration, give it the go. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye. Sometimes it's good not to post too quickly because I changed my mind on a couple of things here. And I wanted to express that to you. Doesn't that look better? And see, I painted that little thing red to give it a little pop. And we'll turn it on now. And there it is. A lot of reflection off the floor. I'm in the middle of plumbing things. So I think that is far better. It's not nighttime, so you can't see it too good. But I started thinking I wanted to black out the top of that bulb a little bit. And but mainly what I did was I brought the shade up. I brought it up a shade. So it was right down there where my finger is, and I moved it up probably an inch or so, maybe more than that, probably 1.5 inches. And I put a washer around the thing, and I, kind of glued it into place. And so all this thing is just a very simple, low amperage, low light, just accent bulb. But when I did this, I had something that was twisting in my mind. I said, I didn't like the way the light was coming up the top there. And this bulb here is, do I have an extra one of those lying about over here? I don't think so. What that is one of these lights here. And they pull almost no amperage. And they're just LED cobs is what they are. So it looks good to me. I'm enjoying it, but I've got all this old stuff from the 50s and 60s, and I found the Blue Dot quality lamps, and from Sylvania. My guess is, look at that, only lasts 25 hours. I think this might have been for my dad's slide projector. And one side, let me get it out of there. Let's look on the other side. I've got several of these things. I don't want to mess up this box. Okay, good, I won't have to. But it actually has a chart down here where it depends on the how many hours you get on the voltage. Of course, that would be true, So anyway, I thought that was pretty interesting. So whatever this thing is, but it's still in there, and I don't think that they knew back then you probably shouldn't touch the glass on high velocity bulbs. Come on, baby. I'm gonna get you out of there. Come on out. Look at that thing. See, doesn't that look familiar? I don't know what made me think of this, but it's got that reflector bulb in there, and I'm gonna try not to drop it. I'd hate to break it after all these years. But there it is, the Sylvania. Look how the paint's running. It's got, paint has runs in it. And that looks like my bulb. It looks terrible too, but they just kind of dip it and then they stamp it Sylvania, but there's an old-timey bulb there. Look how they had to cut the edges of the reflector, parabolic reflector. I think I said that right. Whoa, I must be tired. But there that is, and not going to ever be used in anything, but still don't want to break it. So I just thought that was interesting. So I see no reason to mess with the base. Might get a little sandpaper, knock the edge off, but I kind of like the rough hewn look. But I wanted to finish this up because this was part of my powder coating glass and tile thing, which those are up there. And so I just kind of wanted to finish it out and show you what I ended up with. I like the little red cap. And I like that I don't have to use this as an olive oil bottle anymore because it was so flippin' messy. So once again, I appreciate you watching. Thumbs up and subscribe. And let's move on to the next project, which is going to be trying to get the powder coating off the drains. All right, bye-bye.